Lismore-based Adele Wessel knew her home insurance premium would go up this year, but she was shocked when it arrived.
I didn't expect it to be nearly $1,000 more though.
The city, still rebuilding after the 2022 floods, was hit hard by ex-tropical cyclone Alfred. Her home was unscathed, which was lucky because to make insurance affordable, she slashed her cover.
I increased the excess that I was going to pay, and I also reduced the value of the home.
Adele's bill shows taxes are driving up her costs by more than a quarter. New South Wales and Tasmanian residents are triple taxed, paying insurance stamp duty, emergency services levies and the GST. People elsewhere pay two taxes, except for the ACT where there's only GST.
In those states where there is a higher tax take, there is a higher rate of underinsurance.
The ACT boldly removed its 10% insurance duty 8 years ago.
There's hundreds of millions of dollars less tax being collected on those premiums than there would have been otherwise. And we think it's fairer to spread that risk.
To replace the lost revenue, Andrew Barr made a controversial call, increasing taxes on ratepayers.
We've kept it revenue neutral, but we were prepared to expend some political capital, and it did. It cost us votes, but now, nearly 8 years on, it's barely mentioned.
The insurance industry wants other governments to do the same. It's labelled stamp duty unfair because those with higher premiums pay more tax, often people on the climate front lines.
It is an insidious tax in that it keeps continuing to rise with the cost of insurance premiums. It needs to be abolished, or at the very least right-sized or frozen.
Maureen Faruqi chaired an inquiry late last year which recommended the federal government should incentivise states and territories to abolish insurance taxes.
Unless federal government steps in and actually tries to make insurance cheaper, these communities will continue to suffer.
The ABC asked all states and territories, but none are considering cutting insurance stamp duty. The New South Wales government plans to scrap the emergency services levy, but there's no timeline. Michael Atkin, ABC News.